Warning, warning, the following video is for Emperor Uriel Septim's eyes only. If you are not Uriel Septim and you have somehow happened upon this videotape, you are under arrest. Wee woo, wee woo. Alright, sire, with that out of the way, my inspection of Vos was a smashing success. And now I find myself on the docks, about to board a ship to my next destination. However, my next destination is Sadrith Mora, and it will cost me 24 of your most illustrious septims to travel. My hesitation is that Sadrith Mora is right there. So, being the thrifty and responsible citizen that I am, I've decided to simply jump! I'll jump! Oh god. I will swim. Oh god. Swim to my destination. Ah, there. Ow. And as I come upon shore, I can't help but feel elated by all the money I've saved. Alright. Here I am in Sadrith Mora.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Oh, thank you. My name is Inspector Ass, and I'm here to inspect your ass. No, not your ass, your home. Which way to the homes? Is it up here? I think it's probably up here.
You may speak.
Sire, I seem to have made a mistake. This appears to be Tel Mora, not Sadrith Mora. Well, either I made a mistake or the sign maker has made a mistake. We shall see. We shall see. So, henceforth, this video shall be known as the home inspection of either Sadrith or Tel Mora. Alright. Now, as I stand here at the entrance, I do notice that it's sort of like a giant plant. There's these vines coming out of the ground, roots, you might say. There's weird mushrooms and stuff. Very strange. Very odd. And it appears that there is a sort of a makeshift staircase formed out of the side of this plant. Not something that looks very safe, but I'm willing to give it a try for the Empire. For you, sire. Okay, it worked just fine. Okay, nothing to it but to do it. Let's continue along and see what's going on over here. We have a sign here. It says, Berwyn, Trader. Now, if there's one thing I've learned about the land of Morrowind, is that the traders often simply transform their own house into a trade house. So I believe this may be a home, and in that case we need to inspect it. I remember what you
about?
Excuse me. Hello? A melon? What are those? Well, anyway, we better inspect this possible home. Let's just enter in this giant circle door here. Okay, we have a sassy seductress yawning and stretching. Quite an assortment of wares on display, but is it a home? Hello,
From
Berwyn.
where do you hail, friend?
I hail from Cyrodiil. That is from where I hail. From where do you hail? What's your background? Ah, yes, a trader. Now, okay, now what's this you're saying about a corpus stalker? You're saying that there's a corpus stalker upstairs and you need help getting rid of it? I don't think I can do that today. I don't have time, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Well, regardless, I am going to take a look around. Okay, yes, there is a Corpus Stalker upstairs, but aside from that, this does appear to be a bit of a home. Let's just see what we can observe from behind this safe barricade here. First of all, the home's construction is the same shid ceiling style that we saw in Tel Vos in Master Arion's chambers. There are some lovely blue lanterns suspended from the ceiling by those weird tendrils. There are 2 cloth sacks on the floor right here, containing 3 large kwama egg and 3 small kwama egg. There is a row of crates set up on the floor. First one contains 5 distinct bottles, actually correction, 3 distinct bottles and 2 different jugs. The next crate contains 3 distinct bottles and 2 distinct jugs. The third crate contains 1 large kwama egg. And the fourth crate contains 1 large kwama egg. There is a barrel containing 15 samples of marshmallow. Delicious. With a handsome glass lantern sitting on top. There's a troublesome locked chest sitting on top of this crate. However, I was granted the authority to just kind of pop open any chest that I might find. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Sir, please don't be alarmed. Excuse me. Please don't be alarmed. I am allowed to do this. Just go about your business, and I'll go about mine. Alright, let me just pop this open here with my unlock spell that I was taught in college. And there we are. Inside this formerly locked chest is 57 gold. That's the most gold I've ever seen. Okay, this guy is being a little bit rude, so I'm gonna just continue the inspection from afar. Let me just get up on my tippy toes here, and what can I see? Okay, from my tippy toes, I can see that there are 2, make that 4 sacks on the ground, no doubt containing various ingredients or food items such as salt rice or scuttle. There is a sneaky, cheeky little pillow on the floor. Perhaps this gentleman sleeps with his head upon its softness. Now there are 2 baskets there. I would guess, based on my numerous previous inspections, that they contain kwama eggs. Or baskets. Now, there is a nice looking chest there with one of those nice red plates on top. What appears to be... oh, I'm going to guess that's a silver dagger. And 2 bottles of unknown contents. What is this? An additional sack. No one knows what's inside. And of course, there's the nice wardrobe there. Again, no one knows what might be inside. It could be treasures, it could be trifles. On top are 3 handsome-looking ornate bowls, and what appears to be a bottle and 2 large jugs. Around this guy, we can spy 2 large urns. No one knows what's in them. As well as 2 sumptuous sacks. Again, no one knows what's in them, but it's probably nothing too important. And of course there is a dining table set up with absolutely no cutlery. However, there is a napkin, 2 plates, 2 goblets, and 2 bottles. Perhaps dinner for 2 has taken place at this table before. It would be good to note the nice rug on the floor. Cozy. And with that, and because of the extreme danger presented by this guy, I will now take my leave from this home. This was Berwyn's home.
This better be important. I thought I heard
Berwyn.
something.
Yeah.
From where do you hail, friend?
Alright, that is complete. Now, what is this? Nona's house. Okay, well. Seems to be a similar mushroom bulb type of a deal. I'm sure it's fucked up inside. Let's see what we find. Okay, there she is. Going about her business. She doesn't even really notice that I'm in here, apparently. As I look back at the door I just came through, I am puzzled by one thing, which is the presence of this thing in the middle. I would normally assume that it is a knocker or a handle, but a knocker should not be on the inside of a door. And if it were a handle, then what the hell is this? A tale of the misplaced knocker, or a tale of the 2 handle? A tale of 2 handles on the same door. Okay, I'll try not to speak too loudly in case Nona hears me, but this house appears to be somewhat shabby. It is made out of plant material, after all. From ceiling to floor. There are wild growths jutting out from the floor and walls. And the entire thing sort of looks like a
From where do you hail, friend?
shid-smeared earwax ball, flattened out and then textured. But there are nice tapestries hung up around the place. Really tie it together. Well, Nona, I don't know if you heard me, but my name is Inspector Ass. I'm here to inspect your home, as I have inspected all homes. I have inspected or will inspect all homes in this great nation. So while you may stand there with your back turned, showing disrespect to me, I will do my best to show respect to your home and your belongings. That I can promise you. Okay, as is customary in my inspections, I will start here with the basket. There is a basket here. Okay, that was a pretty little song, thank you. I will start with the basket. The basket contains 5 scuttle. The urn next to it contains 2 saltries. The next urn contains 4 large quama eggs. The cloth sack on the floor contains 3 delicious, ripe hound meat. There's a stool and a table. On the table there is a folded cloth, a yellow glass, and a bottle. But what really caught my attention, oh, and don't forget, the brass candlestick. But what really caught my attention is under the table. You see that? You see what's going on there? This table appears to be carved out of a single piece of wood. Quite impressive. Quite a labor that must have been. Unusual. Very strange. Now next to the table there is a shelf. A 3-tiered shelf with various knickknacks and items. The top shelf has a ceramic bowl, which contains nothing. And there is a folded cloth as well. The next tier is home to a peach glass pot, a jug, another peach glass pot, a redware bowl containing a blue ornate pitcher, intersecting with a green pot and another green pot. The bottom shelf is a sight to behold. It has common pants, a common shirt, a bottle, another common shirt, another bottle, another bottle, a jug, and some common shoes. And those shoes look fucking weird. What does that remind you of? Okay, illuminating the shelf is, of course, a lovely blue candle with a blue flame upon a sturdy, man-sized iron candlestick holder. Now, Nona, you keep your gold sitting out on top of your chest here, which is fine, I suppose, if you're about to grab it, but what if someone opens your chest? Inside the chest is a common belt, a common ring, and a common skirt. Okay, and Nona, you are lucky that I am such a swift operator, such a nimble noticer, that I did not disturb your piles of gold when I opened that chest. Isn't that cool? Alright, anyway, about the piles of gold, we do need to keep a tally. We have 1, 2, 3, 4... plus 5, plus 5. To me, sire, that looks like a total of 14 gold coins. But enough about the gold coins, let's move on to the next chest. I'm going to try the same trick again. I don't want to spill these bottles of Shane that are sitting on top with this nice goblet. Ready to be drunk at any moment. Nona? I understand. If I lived here, I'd probably drink Shane too. Alright, let's see if I can get away with opening this chest without knocking these over. Huh. Alright, in the chest, there is a common amulet, ×2, and some common shoes. Alright, there we are, and the bottles, well, maybe I wasn't so good with that one. Okay, now there is a brown... Excuse you. There is a brown hammock here, sort of disgusting looking, if I'm going to be honest. Not as bad as some I've seen, especially in some dark elf homes. And there is a pillow, and it is customary in the inspection profession to check underneath pillows just to make sure there are no hidden weapons, hidden stashes, so I'll be just moving that.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing my job, ma'am. Alright, put that back right how I found it. Good stuff. Okay, finally, there is this little corner here. There's a crate. This crate contains 4 disgusting pieces of rat meat. Shameful. But it has a super duper triple thick boy collector's edition sitting on top. That's nice to see. Rare. And finally, a sack on the floor containing red lichen, muck, and hackalow leaf. Okay, Nona, good luck with your life. This place is a fucking dump. You're gonna probably want to pick that shit up, because you need to get your crap together. Your pitcher is intersecting your bowl. Your bottle is intersecting your pants. This is a travesty. And in the name of the Emperor, I command you to get it together, Nona. Get it together. Okay? Are you going to catch these?
I thought I heard something.
You thought you heard something? Were you not listening? You're going to catch these! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Fight, coward!
No. Alright. Everybody? Nothing happened in there, okay? You didn't see anything. Okay. Good. Yes. Alright, moving on. I'm sure there are many more homes to see here. First we have Jolda Apothecary. I'm sure this is also Jolda's home. Yolda? Well, we shall see. Let's just go inside. Okay. I'm gonna go with Jolda. Well, the entrance and the downstairs appears to be a lovely apothecary shop. Plenty of potions for sale. Nothing to hate on here, necessarily. There's a notice hung up on the shelf here. Apparently, Jolda is attempting to stock up on ingredients for the treatment of blight. Potions for the treatment of blight. Very noble. Well done. Well done, Jolda. Well, I better introduce myself. My name is Inspector S.
What's your story?
Well, I'm getting to that. My story is, I am a very important man. You see, I work directly for the Emperor. Urinal Septic himself. Yeah, and he sends me around to inspect the homes of everyone, okay? So you are part of that group, and I will be inspecting this place, because I think you live here. I think if I go upstairs, I'm going to find a bed. I'm going to find things. I bet I'm going to find some salt rice. Now, this is your shop. I have nothing to do with shop inspections. That's somebody else. Somebody else should be through here to inspect your shop at some point. I am a home inspector. Here I go. I'm going up to your home now. Goodbye. Okay, just as I suspected, there are homey things up here. Let's just dive into this big brown sack first. We've got 3 salt rice. I knew it. The basket has a hound meat. There's a shitty hammock with a shitty pillow. Nothing under it. Good to see. Good to see. The bed itself hides no secrets. Now there is a chest adorned by a triple thick boy standard edition and a hastily scrawled note. It's usually none of my business to read things that I find in the homes. However, I cannot contain my curiosity. Let's just see what this note says. Okay, this note says, "The blight cure is all mine. They won't get their hands on any of it. When they are gone, I shall reign in the tower." Now that is a strange thing to find in a potion seller's home. The chest, of course, contains a bowl, a clay pot, and a green pot. Now there is a minimalist chair, almost a stool with a backrest tacked on. And that is set up at a table for one. A lonely dining table with a green ornate plate, 2 goblets for some reason, 1 bottle, 1 folded cloth napkin, and 1 redware candle burning brightly to illuminate the shame of dining alone. Now finally, lined up along the earwax wall, there are 5 crates, each one with a note pinned to the front, proclaiming that this crate is property of Jolda. Do not touch or open. Now there should be an asterisk here with another line that says, unless you work for the Department of Inspection, Compliance, and Keeping Secrets, in which case you may open the crates. So, with that knowledge, I will now open the crates. The first crate contains 4 potions of cure blight disease. Interesting. The next crate contains, another 4 potions of cure blight disease. That is interesting indeed. The next crate contains, I'm starting to see a pattern emerge. 4 potions of cure blight disease. The next crate contains, yes, of course, another 4 potions of cure blight disease. And finally, the next crate contains 4 potions of cure blight disease. Now, I do seem to recall that this merchant had a note up proclaiming that she was attempting to source potions of cure blight disease so that everyone may be healed. And it would seem as though she has done that, and now they are here and ready to be sold. I see no issue here. Good day, madam. Thank you for allowing me into your home. All right, moving right along. Before I go into this next, I don't know, Guards! Guards! There's a bird! Help! There's a giant bird! Does anybody see this? Is no one going to help me?
Are you here about your wounds?
No, it's
You should
about
find healing.
It's the bird! It's the bird. The bird is taunting me. Guard. Guard, there is a giant bird. Are you going to help? Are you going to help me? Are you going to help me in the name of the Emperor? It's right over there. Are you not going to spring into action? Okay. Alright, Emperor, sir, sire, I can take care of this. I am strong. My will is strong. I will survive. Let me just slip on my heartbite ring. I will attempt to touch the bird. Okay, here I go. Nice bird.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Okay, 1 touch down. 2 touch. And the bird has collapsed. Did you see that? Did you see me? I was really great, wasn't I? Yeah, you're impressed. Alright. Well, now that the giant bird has been slain, I can continue with what I was trying to say, which is that as I approach this next building, could you call it? Would you call it a building, or would you call it some sort of a pod? I'm going to call it a pod. As I approach this next pod, I notice off to the side what appears to be a bellows and a forge. And it just seems a little out of place. But if you pay attention, as I always do, you'll notice that this sign hanging has symbology, symbolism. There are strange glyphs inscribed upon this billowing banner. And it does not take a genius, however, it does take someone of high intellect to decipher that 3 of those glyphs depict swords, and 1 depicts perhaps a shield. I have concluded, therefore, that this is the pod of a smith who manufactures weapons and armor. The evidence is piling up. It is incontrovertible. Now, I'm so glad I'm filming because I want to get this on record as I go inside and find exactly what I expect to find. A smith. Aha! Aha!
All
Aha.
right, I'm listening.
Aha. Radras the smith. Now, it is noteworthy that so far every person here has been a lady, except for that guy upstairs in the first house. Not sure he counts, though. It didn't seem like he belonged. Anyway, hello, lady. My name is Ass. I'm an inspector. I'm going to inspect. Got it? Do you got it? Okay. Okay. Just don't fuck with me. Alright, so there is a shop. Wait, what am I doing? This is not a home. This is a smith shop. I'm going up to your home. Goodbye. As I ascend, I find a little tiny home up here. On the floor, under the hammock, there are 4 sacks containing scuttle, salt rice, more scuttle, more salt rice. There is a basket with a common robe in green, a common robe in blue, a common shirt in brown, and another common shirt in blue. The bed itself is a crappy hammock with a pillow. Underneath the pillow is nothing at all. Good. Good. That's what I want to see. Beautiful rug in the middle of the tiny little room balcony thing, upon which sits a man-sized candle holder with a blue candle with an orange flame. Couldn't afford the blue flame, huh? Many such cases. Now there is a nice red tapestry being illuminated by that orange flame, and the orange light bounces delicately upon the fibers of the red weave work. One of these nice stool chairs sits here against a one-piece table, upon which sits a couple of loaves of bread, a nice bottle with the wicker koozie on it, a goblet, and a candle, and a giant blue bowl full of bone meal. Now, bread and bone meal does not sound like a good lunch to me. But I'm not a fucking elf. What do I know? On top of the dresser, there is a bottle of Shane. A bottle. A bottle. A jug, a bottle of Shane, 2 ash yams sitting on a piece of lowercase paper, and a small locked chest. Now, we've been over this, but I am allowed to open these chests, so I will now open this chest. Just kind of pop that open with my skills. There we go. And inside is 34 gold, a paltry sum, a pitiful sum. a small sum of gold. Now, lest we forget to open the chest of drawers. Opening the chest of drawers, I now find 3 common amulets and 1 pair of common shoes. An underwhelming assortment, a waste of space, a tragedy of interior design. Well, that about does it for this home. There's a nice earwax boulder sticking out of the wall. Note that. Okay, Rad Rass. I'm done in here. I'm done with you. Boys rule, girls drool. See ya, bitch. Okay, that was a crappy house. Just take a moment here to enjoy this view. It's quite lovely. Nice little private beach over there. Some lovely little ladies walking around, having herself a good time. What I wouldn't give to settle down, get myself a piece of beachfront property. Maybe raise a couple of little mini asses. No, what am I saying? I need to get back to work for the Empire. Alright, this next pod, is quite large. It is, well, yes, it is quite large, isn't it? It's larger than the others. Large! Let's go inside this door that leads to Lietta's house. Okay, it appears that there is another female wood elf. This is getting a little out of hand. Almost everyone in this town has been a female wood elf. Hello, Lietta. Don't mind the intrusion. I command you to not mind the intrusion. For you see, I have the authority of the Empire itself on my side. Anything I say you can consider to have come directly from Emperor Urinal Septic himself. Okay?
What was that? What was that?
What was that?
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. For you see, I am Inspector Ass of the Department of Inspection, Compliance, and Keeping Secrets. And my job here in Morrowind is to inspect homes. We seem to find ourselves in your home, and I will now inspect it. Do not touch me. Don't touch me.
You should run now. From where do you hail, friend?
So anyway, I'll get started now. Excuse me, I'm just gonna hop over you and find my way back. Okay. Private bedroom is what I would call this. Now, this whole home is a stinky studio, but Lietta here has set up privacy screens to sort of create a room within a room. And she has a shitty bed, a hammock with a shitty pillow, underneath which is nothing. That's fine. Good. You passed the first inspection. Under the bed itself is nothing to remark about. Lietta has chosen, like her peers in this town, to go with the man-sized candle holder. She has a blue-green candle with an orange flame, illuminating a shabby red tapestry on the wall. The homeowner stands next to a shelf covered in housewares. We have 4 goblets, a pitcher, a folded cloth, and a ceramic bowl. We have 5 green glasses, a large jug.
Now, where did I put that?
Two green pots and a yellow glass. And finally we have a redware bowl, 2 bottles, a bottle, a bottle, a bottle, a bottle, a bottle, and a bottle. Next to this, there is a wooden barrel containing 5 small kwama eggs, and upon it sits a candle. In the basket next to it, there is an ash yam, bitter green petals, grave dust, and red lichen, and scuttle. Now this section of the room sits upon a blue and red circular rug. Nice. And the other half of the room sits upon an identical blue and red circular rug. Nice. The room is also separated by a giant root. That is an unfortunate placement for that root. I wonder if it's load-bearing. Is this load-bearing? Do you know? Whatever. Now she has a dining table for 4. Unusual, considering that there is only 1 plate, 1 fork, 1 spoon, and 1 knife in this whole goddamn house. Aside from that, the table has 2 tankards, a large blue jug, and a bottle. And let's not forget 7 gold pieces. Wow, 7. That's a lot. Wow, 7 gold? Wow, you're lucky. Wow, good job. Okay, have a nice life, Lieta. I will never see you again. Okay, see ya. Not. I will not see you. I will not see you.
Probably nothing.
Okay, what is next? Just looking around at this place just makes me feel a little bit homesick, you know? You look around here and all you see is these disgusting things. People are living inside them like bums. I'm sure you feel thankful to be safely tucked away in the Imperial City, sire. Bless you. Bless your soul. Okay, moving along.
Right, I'm listening.
Moving along. I think there's something on the other side over there. How do I get there? Perhaps around this way? No. Well, it seems I've fallen in the water. Embarrassing as that may be, I'll make the best of it. There are fish attacking me, that's no good. Okay, I'm on dry land now. I'll just hop across here. There we go. Okay, I found another sign. Apparently this is another way to access this small town. Aha! When we come up this way, we find a door flanked on either side by these paper lanterns. Very festive. And this door is labeled. This door, I intuit, leads to the lower tower. Let's go inside and see if there's a home in there. Okay, the room is constructed of puke boogers with a side of shid and piz. Shid drippings seem to have dried and hardened and formed walls. And there's what I can only describe as a large shid puzzy in the corner. However, I don't think that this room constitutes a home. I certainly would never live here. Divines, no. So, I will venture forth and attempt to find a home within.
Your wounds don't look too bad, but you should find healing regardless.
Now, there are 2 more women in here. Our first dark elf, good to see.
What gotta do to get some attention around here?
Excuse me, ma'am, I was speaking. I will give you attention now. My name is Ass. I'm here to inspect homes. Is that good enough for you? There! Now you've had your little attention. Now be quiet. I don't want this to get physical. Ah! Ah! Ah!
I have the upper hand.
Won't be me.
Your wounds don't look too bad, but
Alright, well, as I attempt to look around for a door, I am not seeing one. These two ladies are not much help. Intellectually stunted is what I might describe them as if you were asking. If anyone's asking, I might say they're intellectually stunted. However, I did notice a curious gaping
What is this
orifice. Gaping orifice in the ceiling. And I'm a pretty good jumper, so I might just be nimble and quick, jump over this candlestick, and see if I can find my way up through the gape. Okay, I did not make it up. Alright. It did not. Did not make it. I'm gonna have to try a really big jump. Okay. Okay, I made it up, and there's another lady elf up here. Go figure. What are those? Anyway, still looking for a home. Looking around for a
I don't know
home.
if I can help you, but I'll try.
Well, don't bother. I got this. Looking for a home, looking for a home. I think I found a home. Now, I don't know whose home this is, but it appears to be a home. So let's just put it on our roster here. Okay, this is a poop room containing a little home setup. The ceiling has a gaping anus. You can just see right up there. Looks pretty clean as far as anuses go, though I don't think anything's going to be falling out anytime soon. So let's just get to the furnishings and whatnot. We have a basket containing a bottle, a desk containing a flask, a common shirt, Cyrodiilic brandy, 2 bottles of Shane, a clay pot. We have a very large and expensive book called Pala Book 2. I believe we have seen this book in a previous home, but here it is again. This is a nice looking chair, and it is pushed in against the desk. Very proper. Whoever lives here is polite. Has very good manners. High class, maybe even. It's possible. I don't know what high class person would live in a poop, but it could happen. Now, the basket next to it has 1 piece of gold. Tasteful. A tasteful display of gold. Under the bed, we see nothing remarkable, nothing at all. There are 3 potted plants in the back. They appear to be mushroom trees. Very strange. Very, very strange. Unfortunately, there is a poopy hammock sitting here, and it has a pillow, which I must touch, unfortunately. It looks very poopy. Under the pillow, there is nothing. There's a sack on the floor containing absolutely nothing. That's fine. It's just for display. It's a display sack. It's an ornamental sack. Now this one is a sack, and this one is a cloth sack. Let's see if the cloth sack contains cloth. Ah, nope. It contains salt rice. Go figure. Now there is a trio of urns here. The first of which contains 2 scuttle. Second of which contains 4 small kwama egg. The third of which contains 2 salt rice. Now, who could Who could deny the beauty and splendor of this blue-flamed blue candle, supported by a man-sized iron candle holder? Taking a quick hop to peek on top of the closet here. Aha, there is something. It is an expensive robe. And inside the closet, there is a pair of common pants, a common robe, another common robe, a common shirt, and common shoes. So clearly a common person lives here. In poop. It is a poop home for a poop person who likes to poop. Okay, moving on. Can we find any more homes in here? This does not look like a full home. This almost looks more like a restaurant. Maybe a common area for multiple people who live here, but not a home in itself.
Your wounds
Now-
don't look too bad, but you should find healing regardless.
Now, the ceiling anus in this room appears to be impacted with a large poop that just won't budge. That is unfortunate. I've seen it before. There is no cure. I'm sorry. Now, let me make sure I did not miss anything on this floor here. No. No, this appears to be the piss. This appears to be the pee corner. You can tell by how stained the walls are. Stained the color of pee. Okay, over here I did notice a doorway. Let's just go
Office
through
free,
there.
What do you want?
Ah, and we're outside again now on what you might call the path of ascension. We go up and up and up and around. And before you know it, we're going to be at this door. Let me guess, it's the upper tower? Ah, yes. The door to the upper tower. Okay, the upper tower is much of the same. It's constructed of dried up poop and pee. Again, this does not look like a home. This looks like a foyer or a lobby of sorts. And there's yet another beautiful female Redguard. I just love all the diversity around here. Well, perhaps there's a home up these steps. Okay, we are navigating through the shid tunnels, up the colon hallway. And who do we have here?
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Nothing? 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 Well, by her voice, I can tell this is another lovely elfstress. And I have nothing to say to her other than, move! Get out of my way in the name of the Emperor! Ah, don't you know who I am?
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Okay, thank you. Elfiron. Now, does this qualify as a home? We have 8 beds in a single room. That's more like a housing and less like a home, I would say. I think this is exempt from inspection. This is more of a facility and less of a domicile. I hope you will agree, sire. I will now navigate through the stink tunnel once more. Going up, ever upward, ever more. Okay, there are a lot of weirdos around here.
All right, I'm
And what
listening.
is this about?
It's
Go
fine,
ahead.
I suppose. None of my business. Just 3 weirdos in a room. Goodbye, ladies. Lovely shit tunnel you have there. Okay, and now I am at the top of the tower. I dare say that I may have seen every home in Tel Mora. So with that, I must now conclude my report. What I have found here, sire, is a town made of poop, filled with girls. The only man I found around seemed to be in very poor health. He was being held captive in the first home I inspected. I may go back to liberate him after my report. Overall, I would rate this town as send help. We need to send a fucking army in here, sire. We cannot let this stand. These elves are completely out of control. If places like this are allowed to exist, what good is the Empire?